How to get rich with Bitcoin even if you have no clue about technology. Dear investor, I'm writing this letter to dispel a popular myth. Many investors believe it's already too late to make a lot of money with Bitcoin. Nothing could be further from the truth. The incredible story of how I missed the boat on Bitcoin, still got rich, and how you can do the same. The year is 2009. I am sitting in my office in Asunción, Paraguay. An intriguing document has just crossed my desk. It was talking about a new kind of digital money called Bitcoin. As I read it, I immediately realized what a potential breakthrough this new technology could be. But of course I was skeptical, unsure if it would really work in practice. I decided to buy a few Bitcoins just in case it was for real and would go on to become successful. After all, one Bitcoin was worth just a few cents. So I went online to see where I could buy some. But there was a problem. There was no marketplace to buy or sell Bitcoin. Bitcoin was too new. Such exchanges simply didn't exist yet. I knew there was a process for mining Bitcoin. But I didn't want to spend days setting up an extra computer, and then install the software, figure out how it actually worked and keep watching over my mining computer. It was too much of a hassle just to get my hands on some Bitcoin that were worth almost nothing at the time. So I decided to keep an eye on Bitcoin and monitor its progress. Fast forward to February 2011. I had gotten busy with other projects and suddenly remembered to check on Bitcoin. I was shocked to see that the price was over $1. I had missed the boat. Bitcoin had skyrocketed up well over 1000%. I instantly regretted that I didn't take it more seriously right away and didn't go through the effort to acquire some coins when I first heard about the technology. Then I had an epiphany. The new Bitcoin technology was keeping its promise. Unless it got hacked or someone would find a fatal vulnerability in its software code, it would probably continue to do well. So I took the plunge and bought a small amount of Bitcoin at around $2 to $3. Bitcoin kept rising higher, and by March 2013 I decided to take some first profits and sold 180 Bitcoin at $37. It seemed like a prudent move at the time. After all, the price of Bitcoin was up over 1000% from where I bought it and had risen an amount from its early days in 2009-2010. I was also still worried that the Bitcoin network might get hacked. So I pocketed a few $1,000s only to watch Bitcoin shoot up to $181. Meanwhile, the average person hearing about Bitcoin thought they had missed the boat too. They looked at Bitcoin and saw a strange new form of money that went from mere pennies to well over $100. Clearly the big money had already been made. It's too late to get in now. Or so they thought. That same year Bitcoin continued its relentless rise, breaking $1,000. In those early days I always thought of $1,000 per Bitcoin as a magic round number and probably a good time to take some more profits off the table. That's why I sold another 148 Bitcoin from my stash for close to $1,000 each. My first six-figure crypto payday. And once again, the average person thought they had already missed the boat because Bitcoin came from nothing and was now valued at over $1,000. This spectacular rise to over $1,000 turned out to be too much too fast. Bitcoin crashed over 80% all the way back down to $200. Proof. For the average person, Bitcoin was done,